Tell us a little bit about how you came to the McShin Foundation.
I was in the hospital, and Peter Shinholzer brought a group into the St. Mary's Hospital, and in that group, he heard that I was headed to the homeless shelter, and he offered for me to come here for 2 weeks for free. When he offered me that, I took it because I preferred having a bed over the homeless shelter, but I figured I would only have a bed for that 2 weeks. And I've been here for 10.5 months.
What was your life like before you came to the McShin Foundation?
My life for the last 10 or so years before I got here was pretty horrible. I was using and trying to get away with it and thinking that I could use here and there and get away with it. I thought I was controlling it and doing well, but looking back, I had gotten 2 DUIs, wrecked one car, was living with a guy I didn't really care to be living with just because it was easy and my living situation was not primary and the person I was with was not primary. All I really thought about were the drugs. So anything that would interfere with that was just not worth changing. When that situation did fizzle out, I went from living with my parents and it was just not good. Pretty much being in my 30s and not taking care of myself at all. And then my mother passed away, and I couldn't handle it at all. So I either slept to not think about it, or I got high so I could get through the day. And it got to a place where it was too much for my father even to deal with, and he kicked me out of the house. Okay. I went to different rehabs. I had insurance at that time, so I went to a rehab in North Carolina, then out to a halfway house, and I kept bouncing around. I kept thinking that I needed to take this addictive medication or that addictive medication for some medical or psych problem, which I magnified looking back because I wanted drugs. And that kept taking me back out. The end, before I got here, I had ended up in the homeless shelter twice. My dad was completely done with me, wasn't going to help me anymore, wanted nothing to do with me. I had tried to commit suicide like 3 or 4 times. I had woken up in the ambulance and just been angry that I had woken up in the ambulance again. And all I wanted, every morning I prayed for God to let me die that day, and I kept living in this misery that I can't even explain.
What is your life like now that you have been in McShin, and how have they helped you so far?
Well, today, more often than not, I'm happy. And I didn't think that there was a chance I'd ever be happy again. I didn't think happiness was in the cards for me ever, ever, ever again. And now I really am, I'm kind of a happy person, and I like being alive today. I like waking up in the morning. I have a purpose to my life, and that makes me happy. I know that for the rest of my life I can help others with the same issues, and that gives my life meaning, if nothing else does. I'm a part of my family today, a strong part of my family. I actually add good stuff to it instead of suck them dry. My dad is still helping me but I'm in school trying to get skills so I can have a decent job and a decent life and be able to take care of myself in this world.